Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 1992 cult classic film Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Party time. Excellent. So, this stars Mike Myers and Dana Carvey as Wayne and Garth, respectively. 1992 comedy film. 93 is Wayne's World 2. This is based on the SNL sketch of the same name. Mike Myers and Dana Carvey were on SNL back in the early 90s. Lorne Michaels does the SNL, and he produced this film as well. This film was like inadvertently skyrocketed sales for Bohemian Rhapsody. And watching this now in 2023, 31 years later, right? It's so weird saying it's been 31 years since this first film came out. I remember watching this like at sleepovers, when I was like 10, 11. So that was 2000, 2001. So like you're in fourth and fifth grade, and your friend has an older brother who is watching SNL and at that time, and you're putting on this VHS tape, and you're laughing your ass off, and you're just rocking out, and it's a heavy metal kind of movie, and there's a lot of singing in it. But it's interesting watching it now, 31 years later, because so much of this was way ahead of its time, and watching it as these two guys have this hit, public access TV series of just them hanging out and talking in their basement, and you're like, bro, that's what social media is now. That's literally what videoed podcasts are, where there's the video of camera A and camera B, and then you have, them talking and just having their little quips with each other, and it's just watching two friends just hang out, and that's all social media is now, within viral aspects of certain shows, which have done very well for individuals that I'm quite jealous. It's interesting seeing that, because that was podcasting in 92. That was making a video and uploading it to YouTube. That was creating a reel for Instagram. That was creating a TikTok. That was that back in 92, and that didn't have terms back then. Now we have terms. That didn't have terms. It was like an origin. So kudos to Wayne's World, bro. Like I'm impressed with how relevant it is. It's like the grandfather architecture of social media when it comes to viral video making, when it comes to video making in general. Like now, vlogging, video logging, it's so cool. I could probably do a thesis on this if I wanted to deep dive into this. Pop culture references in general, just very 1990s, early 90s. You had a whole Terminator 2 moment where the fake cop is looking for the boy, and then Wayne rides off into the sunset. But so Ed O'Neill plays this hockey donut manager, very entertaining character. There's the cop is very entertaining in this as well. Rob Lowe plays this producer, trying to get them to sign on a contract to sell their show for this sponsor to do stuff within that Chicago area, right? So this is Illinois. It's a suburb within Illinois. So we're going back from Chicago and Illinois, and just Aurora, Illinois. It's very neat. It's very neat having these young guys, these early 30s guys, hanging out in the mom's basement, making their podcast, which isn't even a podcast, making their public access, show. Reminded me a lot of Bill and Ted too. And then moving forward, you have, Dude, Where's My Car, and all of these other like dopey buddy comedy films. It's just such a great dynamic. It's a great storytelling, and it's a great what happens next. Of course, they're going to have their fight, but then the two bros are going to get back together again. And there was this whole monologue about platonic love between two guys, and it was so smart. I had not seen this in probably over a decade, and the whole Cassandra just speaking Cantonese throughout the entire thing, and then Wayne actively wanting to learn Cantonese. It wasn't stereotyping an Asian female. There was one like kung fu reference, or like some kind of Chinese food joke, but she was joking with them, and it wasn't like, how do I explain it? It didn't feel violent. It felt fresh. It felt like friends, because they would all joke about anything about themselves in general. So it wasn't specifically derogatory towards one specific ethnicity. It was just the conversation topic had its joke moments. There was some chauvinistic comments which wouldn't translate into now, but in general, overall, I'm very impressed with how well this still withstands, how musically inclined it is. My goodness, the whole Alice Cooper moment, the whole concert, Alice Cooper concert, the "We're Not Worthy" behind the, praising "We're not worthy, we're not worthy." It's it's got a lot of heavy metal roots to it as well, and it's just a celebration of music. It's a celebration of friendship. It's a celebration of music. It's a celebration of creativity. It's a celebration of doing what you love, and eventually you'll get paid for it. So there's your life lessons on that. 1992's Wayne's World. We're gonna watch Wayne's World 2. On to the next review. Mucho mahalo.